You may think it's an endorsement. That's right. Pass it around before I indulge. Yep. It's like Halloween. It's like Halloween. We have more. We have more. Make sure all our camera guys get them. They're doing all the hard work. Cameramen are the MIPs, the most important persons. You're right there for me. Right there. Yep. Forgot already. I'm getting old. Thank you all. Let's get started now. Congratulations immensely to our women's basketball team and our men's basketball team, Coach Payne and Coach Boyle, for what they accomplished last night. And congrats to our soccer team for being selected to the NCAA tourney yesterday. That is quite an honor. Also, David Connor, offensive tackle from Atlanta, sociology, students of the week, academic students of the week. Jacob Woda, am I saying that right?
I believe so.
Woda, from Wisconsin, exploratory studies, academic students of the week, as well as Travis Hunter, honorable mention for the Paul Hornick. Travis, top for game CU in history snaps a game. Second player at FBS to 3 touchdown receptions. 3 receptions since Champ Bailey, which is unbelievable. I played with Champ, Hall of Famer. Bassett has been unbelievable. Mark is 17 punts inside the 20, including 8 inside the 10 and 3 inside the 5, which is unbelievable. And I think we messed up a couple more that he would have had inside the 1. We'd have done our jobs right. Kid is unbelievable. Xavier Weaver, 60 receptions, 783 yards, setting new career highs for himself. And he's on pace for 1,000 yards this season, which is phenomenal. Next, sometimes when you're losing like we're losing, and you got to find positives to energize the staff, to energize the young men that's working their butt off to make it happen. So we presented some statistics to our team yesterday, and I wanted to share them with you. 18 turnovers defensively, tied for 4th in the country. 8 fumbles recovered, tied for 4th in the country. 10 interceptions, tied for 7th in the country. 23 sacks, tied for 12th in the country, and a 36% stop rate in the red zone, 14th in the country. And offense through 9 games, I'm comparing this to last year at this particular time. I think we're averaging 16 more points of game and almost plus 86.5 yards a game. Passing wise, it was 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions at this point a year ago. Now I think with 24 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, plus 1,100 yards, almost 1,200 yards. We lack in rushing. At this point last year, at 1,024, we're minus 402. So we're suffering in that aspect, but there's a tremendous amount of positives that we must glean on with these young men, because they're playing their butts off, and like I reiterate today, there's no quit in them. And that's one thing that draws me closer and closer to them, and I love it, that is no quit in them. They have not shut it down. They're still fighting their butts off to the end. Let's go.
Questions? Ariel?
Yeah, before we get into any of the football, the women's team, they just took down an absolute Goliath. Is it safe to say that they're coming?
They're coming, and we should have played their theme music, because they're balling. You know, I'm a huge fan of their coach, Coach Payne. She's unbelievable. Just to see her do her thing and witness her practices, and to get instant and constant feedback from my daughter who's there, and she called me later. I was already asleep. I'm serious. I was so tired yesterday, and she just called me screaming in the phone and so happy and excited and full of joy about that accomplishment. That is huge. We cannot underestimate what they just did. That was huge for the program. It was huge for the university and women's basketball. Bless you. Hats off to them. I wish I could have been there to witness it myself, but it was a blessing.
Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Coach. Mick Miller, Fox 31. In The Last Dance, Michael Jordan talked about one of his greatest strengths was being able to take a negative and turn it into a positive.
Yeah.
How are you able to do that with this team at this juncture in the season?
Well, everything is, my life is positive. You got to understand, I don't dwell on yesterday. You know, losses are hard to flush tremendously for me, though, because I'm a bona fide winner. I'm a positive person throughout anything, so I don't really dwell on it. I'm a natural fixer, and I want to fix things. I want to make things work. I want to make things right. I want our fans to be pleased. I want our AD to be ecstatic, and I want our kids to all go pro and be successful in some form of fashion, and that includes winning.
Coach, Jimmy Sear, Fox 24/7 Sports. That's the second week in a row that the defense has taken a step forward. What do you think has been that switch lately?
Excuse me?
What do you think has been the switch to get the defense more productive this
They
season?
just starting to understand what the expectation. Defense is always a little harder to get going than offenses. I mean, because you're trying to stop somebody instead of somebody. You know, it's like you're trying to stop me from getting to that darn whiteboard, and instead of, that's kind of tough. When you are trying to, the person that's offensive usually have much more success early on. The defense is getting it. They are understanding the scheme. They understand the expectation, and they have consistent energy. Like those guys are just built different, man. I mean, I love it. Not that they're built different than total offense. They just, as men, as football players, they're tough-nosed and tough-minded. And when we get everybody on the same page, it's going to be extraordinary. I like what I see in practice. I like what I see in film room. Even the mistakes we make throughout the game is one guy here and there, and we could correct that.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. It's obvious to see how real momentum is inside of a game.
Yeah.
How real is it inside of the season, week to week?
I don't know if it's inside of a season, but it has a lot to do with opportunities. Like when you break it down, and that's what we broke it down and allowed the young men to see the multitude of opportunities there were defensively and offensively. And when you break it down and show them, okay, if we'd have done that, we'd have taken advantage of the opportunity. If we'd have done that, we'd have taken advantage of the opportunity. Now it's a different score, and it's a different scenario. So it's a lot of ifs after the game, but you got to show them how close they are.
Hey, Coach. Nick Roth,
How you
Top
doing,
Wilson.
sir?
Good. How are you?
Good.
This is your last chance to play in front of the fans here at Folsom Field this weekend. What do you hope, other than a win, what do you hope to leave them with going out on the final game?
Positive hope. Positive hope that I wish you could only understand how close we are to being what we want to be and do what we want to do. Like last week, I think I said it, we got our butts kicked once. Everything else, we had an opportunity to win. We got to learn how to win. We got to seize the moments. We got to take advantage of the opportunities presented. And we can't faint in the midst of adversity. We got to stand tall in the midst of adversity. And we're learning that. That's a process that I'm truly as impatient as you are. And the young men in that locker room, they're impatient as well, but they want it. I can't say they don't want it. They truly do, because they have not given up.
Coach, this is your last Pac-12 season, Colorado. Upcoming Big 12, more than 12, obviously. And these conferences are so big. How big is too big? How do you keep from getting lost?
We don't think about that. We could care less. Like whoever's on the schedule, we're going to play. We're going to play our hardest. We're going to play to win. We don't care what you call it, what conference you call it, I'm serious. I'm speaking for my staff as well as the young men that I coach. They don't care. of the conferences, they just want to win and play their butts off and prayerfully go to the NFL or be a professional in some form or fashion. They don't care what package you wrap us up in.
Recruiting has helped, or
I don't
changed
think a
things?
kid, I have not met a kid yet, and I've been recruiting for, 4 years now? 3.5, 4 years? I have not met a kid yet to say, man, you know, that Pac-12, that SWAC. Yeah, not yet. They're concerned about how much they're going to play this, not the schedule, but they want to go to the next level. They're not thinking about who they're playing against and what they're playing against and what you call it. I haven't caught a recruit yet for that.
Hi, Coach.
How you doing?
Good. How are you? Nikki
Good.
Edwards, CU Sports Report. When you go back and watch the film at Oregon State, you're sitting with all your coaches, Pat Shermer, Sean Lewis, and you're watching this offense. What are you saying to them and what we need to adjust moving forward?
We got better. We got tremendous. I don't want to say this because you guys are gonna take it the wrong way. Oh, thank you, Lord, for stopping that. We did some positive things that you're one play away, you're one block away, you're one missed assignment away, you're one step too deep on a route, you're one drop away from accomplishing what you desire to accomplish. But we got to stop that. We got to have a consistency and make those plays happen instead of allow those plays to escape us. So when you're looking at film or you're gleaning from film, you're thinking about what you can do the next week. That yesterday is yesterday. What can we do now to make sure we don't miss those opportunities, practice-wise, film study-wise, and preparation-wise, period. That's the thought process.
Hey, Coach, Tyler King with the
How you
Denver
doing,
Gazette.
sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. It's obviously senior day this week, and a lot of the seniors are guys that, are grad transfers that came here from other programs.
I don't think we have many seniors, do we?
Only one actual senior on the roster.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
But just the older players that this might be their last year of eligibility. How important is it to maybe recognize them for just coming here for maybe just one semester, one season, and kind of the impact they've had on the program, even if it is in a short time?
Let me tell you who should be recognized. I mean, the seniors should be recognized, great. But the darn scout team, I want to recognize them this week. I really do. I mean, I want to recognize them in some form or fashion because those kids don't receive the hand claps, don't receive the fanfare, are not recognized publicly, and they work their butts off. And the majority of them are walk-ons. And some of them are scholarship players, as young and trying to make their way and trying to see their way through. But they should be recognized as well. But we're going to give our seniors love and support wholeheartedly. But I don't think we have many that's going to be recognized, do we?
It's about 15, Coach, because there's a bunch with just one. A lot of grad transfers with just 1 year.
Got you. I haven't even checked those lists. I'm caught up in what we're doing right now, not who's leaving.
Matt Smith, 104.3 The Fan. Coach, Arizona is going through the process of something like you guys are trying to embark on. They're a little
Right.
further down the road in it. What have you seen from Jed Fish and his program, specifically lately, because they're one of the hottest teams in the conference?
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a really good coach. He's a really good person. I think we were together, maybe in San Francisco or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sure. I do remember his face and his name, but he's been phenomenal. His coaching resume is suffice. I like him as a person, as a coach, as a man. What he's doing with that program is phenomenal, and I love everything he's doing. And his kids are playing hard. They're not being penalized much, and they're playing hard, and they're making the plays that they need to make.
How much do you look at a program like that as you're going through this process to learn and maybe take some things from and try and absorb from?
I can't say I do. I would be lying if I do. I have so many people I could lean on. I mean, just having wonderful talks with guys who've been in these situations. I think a couple weeks ago, talking to Coach Johnson, Jimmy Johnson, it was phenomenal. I talk to Coach Zimmer all the time, Barry Switzer. It's so many guys that I could pull from, and I do. I do gravitate to them, even guys that weren't head coaches, but they had positions, not just in the NFL, but in college football. that I lean on that you may not even know of, but they've been there and done that. So I have a database of some lofty people that I could glean from. But he is definitely a guy that I admire and respect the heck out of what he's doing with the program.
Coach Sean Keeler at the Denver Post. I have a question for you as a dad and as a coach. First, the coach question. As far as you know and care to say, is the play calling arrangement still going to be the play calling arrangement on offense?
Are you the guy that Shador was?
Am I the guy?
That you? Is
I'm
that
probably
you?
that guy, yeah.
It's so funny that I didn't know that, but from your line of questioning, like how you came with it, it's like something clicked in my head and say, that's the guy. And I didn't even see the press conference. I just saw him laugh and say, come on, dog. Whatever.
It was a good stiff arm. It was good.
Yeah. I passed that. Let that go, man. Just let it go. You barking up a tree that you ain't gonna get up. Just let it go. We're some happy people right here. We're ecstatic. We're blessed. We're highly favored. We're not where we want to be, but we ain't where we used to be.
That's true.
And we're going in the right direction. So we're good. We're not that like controversy and that stuff. We trying to raise these kids, man. Grown folks' problems that don't help kids.
Speaking of raising
And I've been through 2 divorces, and I know that for a fact. Grown folks' problems don't help kids.
As a dad,
I'm a great dad. So
You're a
as a
great
dad, I'm a great dad. Let's stop right there. As a dad, I am balling. As a dad, I'm a Hall of Famer. As a dad, I'm an All-American. As a dad, I'm a Pro Bowler. As a dad, I'm a flat-out winner. As a dad, exclamation mark. I'm him.
As a dad who knows the NFL people that you know, would there be a grade or an evaluation on Shador that would make both of you or one of you go, maybe we should look at the next level. Maybe we should look at
Why
the
would
draft.
we? And we having a great time here. When we appreciate and we love what we are, it's hard to look at someone else.
Hey, Coach. Brian Howell from
How you
Daily
doing,
Camera.
sir?
Good. How are you?
Good.
You hear a lot about teams needing to learn how to win.
Yeah.
And Arizona, off Matt's question, has kind of done that. They've gone through some of the things you have. They finally flipped the switch a few weeks ago. Do you believe in that? And do you feel like your team is learning how to win through some of these things?
Our team is learning how to be consistent. And when you're consistent with anything in life, you're usually successful in that. And we're learning how to be consistent in certain areas. You can see now the defense is propelling itself, and they're more consistent in things that they were inconsistent in early in the year. And I love that aspect of it. But that's what winning in life is about, being consistent. We just got to be consistent in the things that we desire to do well. And as of right now, in some aspects of our game, we're inconsistent.
Hey, Coach. Jack Carlo with Buffalo's Wire. As you said earlier in the year, the goal for players and coaches is to get 2% better every day.
Yeah.
But now nearing the end of the season, just what's the number one thing that you've learned about yourself as a coach?
Patience. Patience. That's it. Patience. I learned patience. You guys know I ain't perfect. I chase that. And patience is everything. I mean, when you're used to, you got to understand, man, we coming from where we came from, I don't think we lost a regular season game in 2 years. Then coming in high school, hey, maybe one in the last 4 years or 3 years. That's tough to be patient and understanding that this formula of winning, you got to get pieces. You got to, everyone has to be all in. You got to paint the picture, and they got to understand the portrait that was painted. And you gotta all be on one accord.
Hi, Coach Adam, Mr. Tiger,
How you doing,
24/7
sir?
Sports. Doing well. Shador's obviously been under a lot of pressure this year. How has he continued to handle that without it becoming? And what's been kind of your message week to week as far as that goes?
Shador is a pro, man. He's a pro in college football. I mean, he knows how to handle you all. He knows how to take care of his academics. He knows how to act in public. I mean, he's fun with the game. When he's holding up his watch and all that stuff, that's fun to him. He's a kid. You guys trying to throw adulthood on him, don't want him to enjoy his life and his game. He's a great. You don't know him like I know him. I'm his dad. He's a great human being. he's really a great young man. He's good for the game. He's good for his teammates. He's good for college football. And the way he's handled that adversity that we're in the same book. We've always won. So this is tremendously tough hitting this hurdle that we've hit. So I don't see him flinching. I don't see him no quit in him. I don't see no shutdown in him. He's studying and preparing just as he would any other time, the same preparation when we were winning. He's getting more treatment because his body is tremendously sore. His body is tremendously sore. I'm tremendously sore because I know things that he don't do that he's doing now to make sure he can get out there and be his best. So I'm proud of the young fella. I really am. I'm proud of his brother on the other side too, as well. I'm proud of those guys as well as all the other kids on the team. But you asked me about my son, so that's why I diverted to my sons, because some people will get the end of this and why is he talking about his kids and not the team? I love all my kids. Yes. Yes, come on, Ariel. Yeah, he's suffered injuries. Of course he's suffered injuries. You think he walking like me for nothing? He's hurting. You have to check with the trainers on that one, but he's hurting. He's hurting, but he's gonna be all right. Come Saturday. Well, he has to get in a couple good days of practice so he can get his timing in of the new installation, new plays, and all that stuff. So he'll be okay come Saturday.
With that, is there any focus to take a little pressure off of him with a little bit more running game?
Don't you think we've been trying to? Come on, guys. Y'all ain't that crazy. Shoot, what you think we've been trying to? Yeah, it's so funny that you guys think it's just like, yeah, you just go out there and hand the ball off. You just run down the field, right? We can just do that. Yeah. So we just want to call pass plays after pass plays after pass. We don't want to run, right? Yeah. We don't want to run. We're against running. Thank you all. Enjoy your 9 laters.